Let's fill up the box.
Hey guys, it's Saturday, March 19th, and welcome to the first gardening video of 2022. We ordered our seeds about mid-January, typically what we normally do, and because of the back order with everything, they've been slowly trickling in as the weeks have gone by. I don't really remember what we ordered, so crack open the box, see what we got.
If you open up there, I like the garden videos when there's you and me and Dad and John and Mommy. I like those videos. We also got some.
So these are the back ordered seeds that came in later. Big bag of sugar snap peas. Go through a lot of those. We always have good luck with Stokes seeds. The nice thing about Stokes is if you do larger gardens, you can order seeds in larger packs, and it's quite a bit cheaper.
There's your understanding. There's your understanding.
We didn't really order any or too many new varieties. We are trying to kind of narrow down on what works for us and increase our yield. Been trying to do that for the last couple years. We are planting a bit later than last year. I think last year we got started with the tomatoes and the peppers about the beginning of March. Here we are, halfway or more than halfway through March. The reason for that is, while the plants it's always a balancing act when you're starting seeds inside. You want a good jump on the season, especially with us, with our limited summers here. So you want the plants to be quite far along when we put them outside. At the same time, we are limited in space. We don't have massive heated greenhouses to work with. So there's always the balancing act between not having the plants become pot bound or just too big to outgrow our growing setup down here, but large enough that we get a good jump on the season. Last year, everything was timed out pretty well for planting for putting the seedlings out about the third week of May, so May long weekend. The problem with that is, for the last 2 years, seems to be a few days after we planted everything out, we get hit by a really hard frost, and last year was particularly bad. Killed all of our tomatoes except for 2, and really set the peppers back. It killed off all the leaves. The plants survived, but it just took them so long to recover that you end up losing a month as the plants recover anyway. So the plan this year is to definitely delay the transplant outside, especially of the more sensitive plants, the peppers and the tomatoes. Those aren't going to go outside until probably the beginning of June. It's just the way it's going to work. We always get caught. It's the second year in a row we've got caught with that late frost.
I need to roll up my sleeves.
You need to roll up your sleeves?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
All right. Well, they finish filling up the pots. We just kind of replenish the seeds that we use. Go over them really quickly. Carrot seeds, Rebel. We never really found a good variety of carrots that work. So we are trying a new one, a Rebel, and we'll see how these ones work. Grown these before. Vulture beets work very well, very productive. A couple packs of onions. We're going to try a slightly different onion method this year. We are going to try them from seeds. Again, if they don't work, we just get sets. But it's a bit late to start them, but at the same time, when a lot of the times when I start the onion seeds inside, they just seem to kind of sit and do nothing. So I don't know. We'll see how these go this year. Standard cucumber, Cobra for slicing cucumbers, and zapata for pickling cucumbers. We're also doing patio snacks, which are a variety that works well in planters. So we'll have these on the deck. Sweet pepper, red night. Those are new. We're gonna try and see how those work. Cabbage, again, another thing we never really, they worked okay, but there wasn't really a standout, was a specific variety of cabbage that worked. Because of our short growing season, we're gonna try an early cabbage, early thunder. Bunch of varieties of tomato, but in general, just one of each. So we have one cherry tomato, one regular tomato, one Roma tomato, and a gold cherry tomato. So we have sweet gold. What else do we have? Sweet million, and then those are the two cherry tomatoes. The rest we have from last year. And then had to order more mashed potato squash because those worked out really well, and so definitely growing those again. Those are going to become a regular in our garden. Pack of spaghetti squash. We also saved some seeds from one of our largest spaghetti squash from last year, so we'll see how those work. And then a couple packs of herbs. We have chamomile and Lorna? I don't know what that is.
Chamomile flowers.
I know what these are.
It's a wolf bear.
So yeah. So that's what we have. Today we are going to be starting off. Today we're going to be Today we're going to be starting the peppers and the tomatoes.
Hi. I planted a seed inside there. I put dirt in this pot, then I watered and then I watered it, and then I put a seed inside. These are seeds. Teddy bear sunflowers. See? Teddy bear, sunflowers, teddy bear. Teddy bear sunflowers. This is what they look like. Now can I water?
In 1 minute. Okay. Put these ones here. Here. Put these ones in a line right here. Just these 5.
And then what can I do?
Then you can water, and then you go. I've got one more. That I'll do. Alright guys, that's it. That's the initial batch of planting for the 2022 gardening season. I've planted a lot more seeds than last year. For peppers, I have 25 red bell peppers, 30 jalapenos, 5 habaneros, 5 long red cayenne, and 15 super shepherd, a total of 80 plants. It's a lot. However, last year we really didn't get very good germination for whatever reason. A lot of the plants were killed off by frost. Bugs got a couple of them, so we couldn't fill a whole bed, even though we planted quite a few seeds last year. So we're really going overboard this year. Gonna try and really ramp up the yield for everything, but in particular peppers. On the tomato side, we have 15 San Marzano, I think that's how you pronounce it, Roma tomatoes, 10 Ultra Girls, which are just standard red tomatoes, 5 Lemon Boys, which are yellow with standard size tomatoes, 5 Sweet Million, and 5 Sweet Gold, which are the red and orange cherry tomatoes. And for the onions, I did 2 72 cell packs, one of red onions and one of yellow onions. What I did was, from another YouTube channel, can't remember which one exactly, there's 4 seeds per cell, one at each corner, and so when the time comes, just transplant the whole thing out, and the 4 bulbs are crowded, but they do grow to a fairly decent size, and you are supposed to get a very high yield from that. So we'll see how it goes. Again, I've had very mixed results starting onion seeds inside. When they fail, they just entirely fail, and it's not a disaster, but it's a lot of work for nothing. When they do work, transplant them outside successfully, you get, or at least my experience with the seeds have been, none of the plants have ever bolted, and you get really, really nice large onions out of it. They do much better than the sets if you can keep them alive and get them outside. And doesn't seem to be any pattern to it. Just sometimes they take and they do well inside. Other years they all fail. They all fail together. All right, well, that's it. It'll probably be a couple weeks until my next round of planting. We're still debating on some plants whether or not we're going to grow them again. Cauliflower being the big one. It would be really nice to get a good crop of cauliflower, but they have never worked on our plot in the past, and it's unfortunate when they don't work. They take up a lot of room, which could be better used by anything else. And when we're trying to get higher yields, having a whole section of your garden fail is quite counterproductive. So that one's still being debated. But yeah, we'll be back in a couple weeks. Start broccoli and the other long lead time vegetables. So until then, I'll see you later.